So this is the structure of butylated hydroxyanisole, also known as BHA. And BHA is a mixture of two organic isomers, and their full chemical names is 2-tert-butyl-4-hydroxyanisole and 3-tert-butyl-4-hydroxyanisole. The molecular formula of BHA is C11H16NO2. Its common name, as I've said before, is butylated hydroxyanisole, and it is prepared from 4-methoxyphenol and isobutylene. It's also known as BOA and antioxy-B. Primarily, BHA is used as an antioxidant and preservative in food packaging, animal feed, and in rubber and petroleum products, but it is also used for many other products. It reacts with oxygen to oxidize fats and or oils in various products. BHA is used as a preservative in pharmaceutical preparations and cosmetic formulations containing fats and oils. As an additive, it helps to preserve food odor, color, and flavor into the food that it is packaged in. It helps to prevent fat from going rotten or rancid, and it also acts as a yeast defoaming agent, but is primarily used as an antioxidant preservative. BHA has been added to edible fats and fat-containing foods for its antioxidant properties. It is also used in foods cooked or fried and animal oils because of its high thermal stability and its ability to remain active in baked and fried goods. BHA stabilizes the petroleum wax coating of food packaging. It also is an effective stabilizer for essential oils, paraffin, and polyethylenes. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys inside of Food Basics, and I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of food and random items that we pick up on a daily basis that's probably on your grocery list. It's probably in your cabinet right now that contains BHA. So, BHA is used primarily as an antioxidant and preservative in food packaging, animal feed, and in rubber and petroleum products. But as you can clearly see, we're in the food aisle, so I'm just going to be showing you some random foods that contain BHA. So if you take this for example, it has nuts. It's chips. Now, if you take a look at the ingredients, it says right there, blatantly, BHA. And if you take this one, which also has some nuts in it, it should also contain, yeah, BHA. So as you can clearly see, it is present in your grocery aisles. And cheese sticks, this has to have BHA. It has BHA and it has BHT, which is basically another synthetic type of antioxidant, and it's really closely related to BHA as well. BHA is used in butter, lard, meat, cereals, baked goods, sweets, beer, vegetable oils, potato chips, snack foods, nuts, nut products, dehydrated potatoes, sausage, poultry, meat products, dry mixes for beverages and desserts, glazed fruits, chewing gum, active dry yeast. BHA is a synthetically made aromatic compound. It is derived from the reaction of 4-methoxyphenol, which is shown in this picture right now, and isobutylene, which is this picture right now. It produces a white crystalline solid with a very characteristic odor, which is soluble in ethanol. It is available from 46 suppliers worldwide, including 18 suppliers that are located in the US. And basically the reaction occurs over a catalyst of silica or alumina at temperatures of about 150 degrees Celsius, which is 302 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty part of this whole video, which are the harmful effects that BHA can impose to humans and to the environment. BHA can induce allergic reactions in the skin, and the International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies BHA as a possible human carcinogen. And a carcinogen is basically any agent that can help create cancer in the human body. And the European Commission on Endocrine Disruption has also listed BHA as a Category 1 priority substance based on evidence that it interferes with hormone function. Now, to talk about a little bit about this hormone function, in my research I found that in test tube studies, BHA has mimicked the hormonal actions of estrogens. It has also been found to inhibit binding to the estrogen receptor, and that's very detrimental to the hormone system in our body. We should not be messing with the chemical agents in there. And also, to talk a little bit about the environment, although BHA doesn't impose that big of a threat to the environment, under the Convention for the Protection of the Marine Environment of the Northeast Atlantic, BHA is listed as a chemical of potential concern, noting its toxicity to aquatic organisms and potential to bioaccumulate. And basically, what it means to bioaccumulate is when organic compounds are absorbed at a rate greater than at which the substance is lost. And in Canada, BHA has been flagged for future assessment under the government's chemical management plan. And the European Union actually prohibits the use of BHA as fragrance ingredient in cosmetics. However, Canada and USA have not done this. And another surprising fact is how in California they require a warning label on products containing BHA, notifying consumers that this ingredient may cause cancer. So basically the problem arises because some people have difficulty metabolizing this chemical, which is thought to result in health and behavioral problems and hyperactivity. They cause allergic reactions, as I've said before, and they may also contribute to the development of tumors and cancer, as well as to be toxic to the nervous system and liver. And this is said through experiments that were performed on rats, because when BHA levels were exposed to rats, they noticed an increase in the rat's liver. Repeated studies have shown that BHA and BHT, which is a similar synthetic antioxidant, increases the risk of cancer as well as to accumulate in body tissue. If you notice, this also correlates with how it bioaccumulates in the environment, so it also accumulates in body tissue, and it causes liver enlargement, and it also retards the rate of DNA synthesis and thus cell development. BHA is also listed in the Hazardous Substance Data Bank, and it's also considered a human carcinogen because its structure changes during the process when it is used to preserve food, causing it to be a likely carcinogen, which can form a compound that may react in the body, and has also been linked to causing headaches, fevers, and hives. When it comes to makeup, BHA is mainly used in lip products such as lip glosses and lipsticks, as well as in eyeshadows. It has been known to be used in the CoverGirl Natural line and also in Annabelle lip products. And Annabelle is a Canadian cosmetic company. And an interesting little story is that face peels and exfoliants containing butylated hydroxyanolase anisole, BHA, are sold in Australia, but the chemical was banned in Japan in 1958 after it was linked to tumors and endocrine disorders. So what can we do to avoid BHA? In conclusion, I would like to just state that alternatives can be taken, such as eating and using organic cosmetics and food. You can check the labels and make sure that you are avoiding BHA at all costs. It's an antioxidant, so obviously you can intake a lot of vitamin E, and we can use nitrogen for packaging food. So thank you for listening to my campaign about BHA that I think is definitely a foe rather than a friend. So next time when you're in the grocery checkout aisle, which path will you take?